All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 25 stream here on Twitch. I'm next JG Gen 24, and today we're going to be hopefully wrapping up the 2027 season with Phil Lee and the Philadelphia Phillies. So, if you guys don't recall from yesterday, we had started with against the Athletics, and we made it all the way to the Royals. So I'm kind of hopeful that, this month will go by rather quickly. But there are a couple off days here, particularly on Thursday, that are coming up. And, there's a lot of games still to be played. But the good news is that the Phillies are well in control of the NL East. As you can see, they're 18 games ahead of the Braves. So it would take a monumental collapse, like even bigger than the 2007 New York Mets collapse to be even. It would be bigger than that. And that was sad. That was like shoulda, woulda, coulda. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. More like it. But as you can see, Phil Lee is in firm control of the MVP, and Tarek Skubal is showing off how dominant he is with the Phillies in the Cy Young race. In fact, the top three are pretty much in control of the Cy Young, so it's almost like it's guaranteed to be a Philly that's going to win the Cy Young, which will be pretty cool. Phil Lee, as long as he keeps the average up, he can win the batting title again. He could also win the Hank Aaron Award. He's trying to go for that Gold Glove, but golly, Fernando Tatis Jr. is just not missing. He is not missing when it comes to field goal percentage. I don't understand that. But that's okay because Phil Lee could still get probably will still get the 20 or the Silver Slugger Award. So, but he's made some spectacular catches here, so it's kind of amazing to me that he hasn't won a Gold Glove yet. But whatever, this is only a video game, so we're getting right into it. We got a little training drill here to get more tokens for Phil Lee, upgrade him, 8 on the line here, which will put it to 23. And then, after the series against the Braves, who knows where the Phillies will be or where Phil Lee will be. I would like to point out, though, that this is Phil Lee's final season. I will not be doing any more Road to the Show with him after this. That is mainly because MLB The Show 26 is going to be coming out. Early access next week. Though standard access is the 17th. So there will be no further Road to the Show. However, I am offering to do some Diamond Dynasty, not in MLB The Show 26, but MLB The Show 22, because I realize that there are some programs that I missed that I did not complete in that. So, what's up, Boogie? How are you?
Ball one.
Kind of surprised to see you in here. At least at this time.
That's ball two.
Oh, okay. Winter break. Midwinter break. Oh, is that what they call it now? They don't call it spring break? So you have a midwinter break and you have a and you have a spring break. I mean, the only thing we ever got in terms of a midwinter break was President's Day weekend. We got that Friday and that Monday off. That was it. At least when I was in school. God, how things have changed. You know, I knew that there might be some changes since the last time I've been in school, but I didn't think there'd be a lot of changes in just 8 years.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Like, golly. All right, whatever. Man, Phil Lee is just not getting lucky. Oh. Well, that should be fun. You know, hey, baseball practice. Only, wait, do you, have you guys just started the season, or?
That's a ball.
Hmm. Trying to think.
One ball,
I'm trying to think, like, how long ago, or I'm trying to think back to, 12 years ago when I last helped out the team or did the announcing for the baseball team. I'm trying to think back, like, when did they start? And I remember, like, them practicing probably in February, I want to say. But maybe they didn't start doing the games until, like, March. I don't know. It's been a long time. It's been a long, long time for me. Dang. What else is new? Miguel Andujar grounding into a double play. The Phillies have no shot of winning this, so we're just going to sim. And that's the ball game. So an absolute humiliator to open up the home series. The Braves dominate the Phillies 11-0. Holy cow. Well, have fun at baseball practice. Hopefully it goes good for you. Oh, shoot. Hit the circle button too quickly. Yeah, but it's more like, how do individual players look? Like, how does Carson Bench look? That's the guy I'm keeping my eye on. How does he look in spring training? Because that's the guy who's likely going to start in right field for the Mets on opening day, since they moved Juan Soto to left field, and you usually don't make a move like that unless you're making a decision in terms of right field. So Carson Bench. I mean, it could also be Mike Tauchman, MJ Melendez. I haven't really been looking at Bo Bichette's stats. Feel free to look it up online. Like, I'm sure you can look it up. I don't think he's done horribly, but I mean, there's a lot of question. Can he play? Can he play third? And that's another guy that should get some looks. Like, how is Jorge Polanco going to adjust to becoming a first baseman? Or are the Mets going to simply go with him as a DH? Because now Brett Beatty and Mark Vientos have been getting some looks at first base. So I'm wondering if maybe Polanco is going to end up as the DH. And then he can play second whenever Marcus Semien needs a break. Again, you can look up all the stats that are going on. I would take those stats with a grain of salt, because you have to remember that in all likelihood, the players that these batters are going up against, some of them may not be major league pitching. Some of them may be minor league pitchers that are trying to fight their way to a spot on the MLB roster. Or some young prospects that are getting some looks. You kind of have to take these stats with a grain of salt, really. Just bearing that in mind.
Batting third, the right fielder, Phil Lee.
That's outside.
Bill Lee with a drive out to right field, and it's over the wall. Ring the bell for Phil Lee. His 60th home run of the season, and that puts the Phillies out front. It's 1-0. That is a good question. I guess go to Mets.com, Mets.mlb.com, and then, or ESPN may even have them. You can look on ESPN.go.com, and then you can look at the Mets and see what the stats are for Semien and Bichette and Polanco. And also, I'm wondering, the other thing I'm looking at for the Mets spring training is who's going to be the fourth and fifth starter. Because the way I see it, number 1 is Peralta, number 2 is McLean, and number 3 is David Peterson. So who's going to be the 4 and 5 guy? Who's going to be the long reliever? And then who's going to end up in the minors? I suspect that Jonah Tong will be in the minors to start the season. Not necessarily a bad thing, just probably needs a little more seasoning down there. And then once he gets a couple months under him, faces some AAA guys who have the potential to be major league guys, then he may be back up at the majors if the Mets need him. And that's another home run for Phil Lee. Ring the bell. His second home run of the game, his 61st on the year, and the Phillies extend their lead. It's now 7-0. Too bad Phil Lee couldn't have had this kind of game in at least game 2. Game 1 was a lost cause, but game 2 could have been better. This is 2027. So this is only his this is Lee's second full season in the MLB. But I'm not going to be doing this series for much longer. You know, this season will be it for Phil Lee. Because I'm going to start getting ready for MLB The Show 26. Yep. Early access. Early access. The rest of the world who doesn't have early access, they're going to have to wait till March 17th. Haven't pre-ordered yet. I'm not really sure I want to do early access. I mean, the 10% off, that's just kind of like BS in my mind. So I think I would be fine with the standard edition, but I don't know yet. I haven't made a decision. We're going to sim this, and that's the ball game. So the Philadelphia Phillies avoid the sweep at home against the Atlanta Braves, and they're gonna move. The Braves are gonna get out of here. So not a successful series, but Philly did hit 2 home runs in that final game, so at least there's that. He did cross into the 60 home run threshold, which is something that I was a little worried he might not get to. All right, so now it's a really long road trip for the Philadelphia Phillies to end the month of August. 3 games in Washington, 4 games in Miami, 3 games in Pittsburgh, and then they come home to face the Angels and the Pirates. Alrighty. Yeah, but it's only spring training, Woogie. It's only spring training. The important thing is how you finish the regular season. All right? How many times have teams had bad records in spring training and ended up having great records during the regular season? Plus, there's a lot to factor in as well. You know, you guys are without Cal Raleigh. He's with Team USA now, no? So you guys don't have him.
Batting six, the right fielder,
Okay. You never know who's going to end up on the Major League roster. You never know. Got him! Well, we'll see. I don't know what his stats are in spring training, but if he's been having a good spring training, then I'd say there's a pretty good chance that he ends up on the Major League roster. As Philly's going to drive that one to deep center field, no doubt about that one. That one's out of here. So Phil Lee was tasked with driving in a run. He said, I'm going to get 2. With his 62nd home run of the year, he drives in 2 and puts the Phillies further out front. It's now 4-0. Oh, what's this? Yeah, but didn't he do that last year with his RBI record? I'm pretty sure he did that last year. Whatever. Nice catch, Lee.
Now batting, catcher,
Dang. A perfect, only for it to be a line out to right. Well, it was a fly out, but you got my point. I gotta say, though, this was fun. This was fun taking a character in Road to the Show and making them a beast like Lee is right now, a 97 overall, despite being on veteran for most of the Road to the Show. Because he was on veteran for the minors, or throughout the minors, in the playoffs, in college, high school playoffs, the college World Series and everything. He was on veteran, so this was not easy. And I'm glad to see the progress that Lee has made. It's just a shame I can't get him into the Hall of Fame.
Ball.
Ugh, excuse me. Lee with a drive to right field. But the right fielder's going to be underneath it, and he's going to grab it for the final out. So, nothing going there, but the Phillies are up 6-2 over the Nationals. He'll be a fool if he does. I was about to... yeah. Good. I mean, good on... oh! Whoa! It was 6-2. Now all of a sudden it's 7-6. The heck? Oh my God. And Kim's going to pop up to the second baseman. He's under it, and that's the ball game. So the Phillies, despite leading for 8 innings, collapse in the bottom of the 8th, and the Nationals win it 7-6. Oh my gosh. That is not good. I said it would take an epic collapse for the Phillies to lose their division lead over the Atlanta Braves. And sadly, I think it's getting, this may be the start of it. I hope it's not. Oh, you know what starts tonight? The World Baseball Classic. Or the first game in the World Baseball Classic. Group stage gets underway. This Philly's going to drive that to center field. No doubt about it, it's gone. So Phil Lee giving the Phillies a 3-0 lead, his 63rd home run, and it's quite a start for the Phillies, but how many times have they had quite a start only to blow it at the end? I'm really rooting for the U.S. to do it. It's actually funny the way that it works out. If the U.S. ends up in the finals, Nolan McLean could actually start the finals for the U.S.
Batting fifth, the second.
Oh, gosh. No, I understand. That's a concern of mine with Nolan McLean as well. And I would argue he is as much of a concern as Diaz is, maybe even more. Turner, if you don't advance on that, what are you doing?
Next for the Nationals, the second baseman, Tyro Estrada.
Uh-oh. Oh, he robbed a home run. Wow, great job, Lee. Although it's 6-2 now, so... I mean, I've got my U.S. hat already here. Fact.
Up next for
Let me try to get some of the dust off.
Miguel and Duhar.
That was not successful at all. First game is Friday against Brazil at 8 p.m. Eastern. Got it.
Now batting, catcher Carson Kelly.
Nah, get back. That's clearly going to be caught. Miguel Andujar and Carson Kelly. Logan Webb. All right. Logan Webb is a solid pitcher.
Safe, he's good. Runner.
Hey, two. He's in there. He's set.
Nice. Well, I think the 4 stadiums that are eligible or that they're playing the World Baseball Classic at is the Tokyo Dome, Dakin Park, Marlins Park, or Lone Depot Park, and the one in Santo Domingo, I believe. I'm not sure, but I think that's where it is. Or maybe it's San Juan, Puerto Rico.
The first baseman,
Might be that.
Hassel.
Oops. Actually, what I should be doing is saving this for Friday. That's what I should be doing. So
That's a ball.
I'll just keep that over to my right there. And when Friday comes, I'll wear it.
Ball.
I'm not sure. I mean, I think the reason that Dakin Park and Marlins Park were chosen are, well, for a couple things. One, demographic. I mean, plays up to the Hispanic to Hispanic baseball fans, and I think that's what MLB is trying to draw interest from. And also geography as well. It's just a lot warmer in Houston and Miami than it is in Seattle. So I think that's definitely a driving force as well. I'm not sure that T-Mobile Park will be chosen, although the fact that they have a roof now kind of makes me a little more hopeful. Every 3 years, because the last one was in 23. That was the last one. So it's every 3 years, actually. Yes. Yes, some of the matches will be played in, but that's over the summer. That's different. I know the World Cup final will be played at MetLife Stadium, but and that's going to create a headache for me. Because if I'm still working the overnights, I'm going to have to deal with that around that time. I don't want to deal with that.
One ball, two strikes.
What's up, Bubbles?
Leading off for Washington, the second baseman, Tyra. Estrada.
Nice.
Batting six.
Darn it. Good timing, but because it was off the end of the bat, that's why it gets, yeah, I knew I wasn't going to throw him out. Or, I knew Lee wasn't going to throw him out, but it was still important that he tried.
Aye. All ones.
No, although I've seen a clip of them revealing the 30th to 26th top-ranked players in Diamond Dynasty. I saw Schwarber was on there, Julio Rodriguez, Chris Sale, Tatis, I believe, was on there. So, but I haven't had a chance to be able to watch it. I did see, like, the 5 new things they added, although I gotta say I'm not a big fan of the Ruby Prestige. I don't like that because that's like a callback to MLB The Show 20, where the only way that you could get the better version of your card, you had to play online. And I was just like, no, I don't like that. If people wanted to prestige their guys quicker, they should have been playing at that stadium that I was playing at during when I was playing Diamond Dynasty. How come I'm blanking on that name now? I have no idea. There we go. Phillies underneath this. He's got it. And that's the ball game. So the Phillies take 2 out of 3 against the Nationals. 3-0 the final score. Philly did not get any hits in that one, but he did have a couple home runs in the series. So Phil Lee not hitting as well towards the end of August here, but maybe he can change that as we head into September. Because I'm not sure, but I don't think it's going to be in Diamond Dynasty. If anything, it's probably going to be in like Road to the Show franchise March to October, but I don't think it'll be in Diamond Dynasty. I think that's going to create some problems. Wow, 98 overall. Phil Lee is a 98 overall. No, likely not, because they said stadiums are not going to transfer over. So someone would have to create it again. And the guy or the person who initially created it, as far as I've been told, they are banned from playing the game. So they can't create it themselves. So I hope somebody took notes. Also, I think it's really dumb that they're setting the they're allowing us now to choose if we want to do 9 innings in MLB the show or Diamond Dynasty in mini seasons, or if we'd rather keep the 3 innings. Like, I'm keeping the 3 innings. I'm not doing 9 innings for nothing. Now, making it shorter, that I can get behind, but no, I'm not getting behind that. Oh, he dropped a home run. Nice, Phil Lee. Dodgers had so many diamonds? Yeah. Well, how many years have we been talking about the Diamonds or the Dodgers having a lot of diamonds? It's nothing new. They're always the most expensive live series collection to complete. They always are. It's nothing new, gamer.
Hey!
Maybe the Mets won't be as expensive this year. I mean, there's going to be Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor, but that might be it. Bichette may be a gold. Semion's going to probably be a silver, maybe even a bronze. Yes, sir. See, I figured he had to be... I figured he had to be the... oh, he's an 83? Yeah, I didn't think he'd be... I didn't think he'd be a diamond, despite hitting for a high average last year. And Phil Lee's going to hit this one to center field, over the wall, and it's a home run. His 64th on the year ties it up for the Phillies against the Marlins at 2. And we're in the 8th inning, so a very clutch home run for Phil Lee there. $20.50. Golly, man. I've never gone that far in a franchise ever. Even with the Mets, I think the most seasons I've ever played was 3 or 4. But I've never gone beyond that. It's a shame, too, because I'm going to have to delete this franchise that I have with the Mets. I have to delete it for... because it's not even going to be in the game next year. Or I can't transfer it over for next year.
Off the plate, ball one.
Ah! Too bad commentary is going to be off for me. I never put it on. I'm all the commentary I need.
Two balls, two strikes. I got 3 and 2.
Look, it's nothing against the commentators. It's just I don't like being talked over while I'm trying to commentate on the stream. I don't like having those extra voices, so that's why I turn it off. Not to mention Matt Vasgersian's attempt to imitate Gary Cohen's home run call. It's out of here! I mean, it was so bad that kind of turned me off of commentary. It's like, I don't want to hear that again. Oh, base hit up the middle. No way that's going to be... he's going to be out. So... sorry. Guess we're going to more extras. If Lee doesn't get an RBI here, that'll be shocking. Somehow Lee made contact with that. Somehow. There we go. Lee with a nice base hit to left field. That's going to drive in too. And Johan Rojas is just going to look at strike three. So, that's cool. Did you see anything about Diamond Dynasty or Diamond Quest? Because I didn't see anything about it. I'm wondering if maybe they took it out.
Now batting, number 6.
Probably got too much backlash this year. I didn't think it was a bad mode. I just, there were times where I played off or didn't really play it because I didn't have the great team to be able to do it. So, I'm thinking that maybe it's not going to be in this year. Sports show do anything but hit a home run. You're going to pop up to the catcher. That works for me. And that's the ball game. So the Phillies take game 1 against the Miami Marlins. Had to go to extras for it, but a 7-4 final gets it done. It's a 4-game series with against Miami. So
The right fielder, Will Lee.
nice catch, Lee.
Leading off for the Phillies, the right fielder, Will Lee.
Go foul, go foul, go foul, go foul.
Nope, that's foul.
Thank goodness. Lee's going to drive this one out to left field. No doubt about it. It's gone. So Phil Lee finally breaks the ice in this game. Took it until the 4th inning, but finally the Phillies take the lead. It's 1-0. Oh, and that was his 65th career home run? Or 65th home run of the season, I should say.
Will Lee.
Or maybe it was the 64th. Got to be the 64th. Should have looked at that before I said anything about it. Dang, Owen Casey, 6 RBIs against the Padres. Nice.
Ball 4, that pitch is low.
Colt Emerson is not doing too well in this Road to the Show universe. Woogie, unfortunately, they just demoted him to Double-A Arkansas.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nick. Now batting, right fielder, Lee.
Yeah, I better enter. Agustin Ramirez may hit a home run here.
3.
And nope, instead he's going to strike out, and that's the ball game. So the Phillies take game 2, 3-0. They are guaranteed to at least split the series with the Marlins. But you know that the Phillies want to go for the series win, possibly even the sweep. Excuse me. I've been up since 7 o'clock this morning, and I gotta say, I'm not looking forward to tonight. Gotta go to work tonight. I better get like a couple hours of sleep before I go to work.
Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just got on top of it. That's unfortunate.
Leading off for the Marlins, the designated hitter, Ruiz. Leading off for the Phillies, the right fielder, Lee.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Pretty sizable gap between the Phillies and Dodgers and Cubs.
Got him.
Right fielder, Lee.
Laser.
Nice.
He's in there.
And Lee is going to move up to second and put himself in scoring position. See if Miguel Andujar could actually do something. Oh, well, it won't matter because it's either... Oh, well, he will do something. He's going to hit it off the wall for an extra base hit and drive in Lee. It's about dang time.
Now back, left fielder, Meyer.
Phillies need Andujar to do something.
Three. Relay three.
Now back, the right fielder, Lee.
How does that happen? Tied up at 7? What? Oh my gosh. At least Lee is able to give the Phillies the lead back by driving in Turner. So, you're welcome, Phillies.
That's ball 4. Take your base.
Yeah, I better get some sleep after I'm done with the stream here. Nice error by Senzel there. That's going to allow a second run to score. Now, Bone can just get one to the outfield. That might be enough. Nope, never mind. He's just going to ground into a double play.
One and one. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball.
Sure, Lee would love to drive the run in, but if he takes the walk, he takes the walk. Extra. Come on, Phillies. There we go. Nice base hit there.
No, he beat it.
May not have hit a... That may not count as a double, but at least it gets the run in.
Full count.
Marsh is probably going to walk here, which means Alec Boehm is going to be up to bat.
That's out. Ball 4.
As long as he doesn't hit into a double play, that's all that matters.
Out. He's out.
The one thing I said that he shouldn't do, he does. Got him!
He's out.
The first baseman, number 4.
Luis Arias. See if Philly can end the game here. He cannot. Gonna be an 0-2 count. Yet another foul ball. And Philly misses again. And they have to go to the 11th. Oh my God.
Counts 1-0.
Well, so much for trying to end the season, in this stream. Maybe I'll have to do it in the next one. Which means that Friday would mean the end of Phil Lee's road to the show. Because that would be the playoffs, and no matter what happens, it's going to be the end. All right, let's see if the Phillies can hold on to this lead. I think they'll be able to. I think I'm just going to sim it. There we go. And that's the ball game. So the Phillies win the game 15-11 in extras. They have won the series, but now can they finish it off for the sweep? We'll see.
Batting third, the right fielder, Phil Lee.
Runner!
Ball inside. Safe.
Safe. Nice. Great Turner. Hey, a base hit means he scores.
He got that one.
There we go. No excuse, Turner.
Safe. Ball 4. Take the
Okay, Miguel Andujar is going to take the walk there. Marsh's. What is Marsh gonna do? Hey, he's gonna round into a double play. Come on, Marsh.
Batting second. A shortstop. Isaiah. Tigers Balesa.
Okay, so Ohtani and Judge are both the highest rated players with 92 overalls. Tarek Skubal, Bobby Witt Jr., Jose Ramirez, they're at 91s. Cal Raleigh, Juan Soto, and Paul Skeens, Francisco Lindor, and Ketel Marte. Those are all 90 overalls. So the Mets collection is going to be expensive. 2 90s overall. That's going to be enough to drive the run in.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luis Alvarez.
Nope, he's safe.
Now batting, right fielder, Phil Lee.
1-0. Aye. I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Nope, that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike.
No, just keep fighting. Never know what's going to be called a ball or a strike. Although the Phillies look in pretty good shape here. I really want to buy MLB, but I haven't played anything since October. I'm waiting. I mean, no one said you had to buy. You could just wait until it's cheaper, like 33% off or whatever. You could just wait till then, and then and by that time the 90 overall should be in the game, as Phil Lee's going to blast that one to left field. No doubt about it, that's a 3-run homer. So Phil Lee with his 66 home run on the year. Barry Bonds is within his sight, and he extends the Phillies lead to 6-0. I mean, I feel like you should be. You haven't played it since October. You've missed out on a lot of content, man. If I were you, I would hop back in. There's a lot of content there since you've last played.
One.
Yeah, see, that's kind of the reason why I don't want to buy the early access because it's like it's not worth it to me, you know. $100 for what? So I could play the game 4 days early. Oh, it doesn't matter. Phillies aren't going to go into September with 100 wins. Would have been nice though. Yeah, exactly.
That's out.
Exactly. So, plus all the content that's being released early on, the first inning and everything,
That's a strike.
we know that there's going to be a rewind
One
for
strike.
it. Like, you're going to be able to earn all that stuff later on, towards the end of the game, or towards the end of the year, but hey, well, actually, it would be the following year. It'd be 2027.
And Duhon.
But you get what I mean. I mean, for me, I have to do it because I'm a content streamer. So I need to get it on day one. But someone like you, if you're not that worried about getting the content early on and you're fine with, getting it later on when the better overall cards are in Diamond Dynasty, then you should wait, and you'll get it even cheaper than what I'm gonna get it for. Whether it be $75 or $100, probably gonna be 75. But I haven't made a decision on that yet. Excited to see that Albert Pujols is the Live Series collection reward. I kind of felt like he was going to be, that's what he was going to be. I mean, everyone was so excited to get Pujols back in the game. Usually they reserve the best cards for the Live Series collection. So
Designated hitter, Miguel. And Duhon.
1-2.
at least it's not a double play. And that's gone. So Brandon Marsh goes deep. 2-run homer, his 7th on the year. And the Phillies have cut into the Pirates' lead. It's now 5-2. Here in the top of the 7th. Now it's 6-4 in the top of the 8th. Would help if Lee gets on, but the bigger question is, can his teammates pick him up? Brandon Marsh, I was quite surprised he even managed to hit a home run.
Now batting, designated hitter, Miguel.
Home, just get a base hit, and then let Lee take care of it. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, the Phillies are going to drop the opening game against the Pirates. 6-4. Just got to come back for game 2. Got to win game 2, then take game 3, and end this road trip on a high note.
Ball.
No, he's in there safe.
I should have gone.
Ball. Runner, yes, yes.
Yeah, Lee was out. He wouldn't have been able to do that. That's why it's so dumb when the manager says, "Hey, steal second." And it's like, that's not what Phil Lee does. That's not what he should be doing. I get that his teammates are questionable at times with their bats, but I mean, have a little faith.
Two.
Come on, Bohm. Back of the bat, Lee takes off.
He's up.
Didn't get much there.
The batter, the right fielder, Phil Lee.
Right to center field. Center fielder's under it, and he's got it for the out. Of course he does. Yep. Get it in. Make sure the Pirates don't score, at least not on that. Relay man, it's the man that's in between, that's basically the cutoff person, the guy that the outfielders throw to if they don't have enough strength to be able to get it to a base. So think of it as like the middleman between the outfield and the infield.
1-0.
No worries, SP Champ. You don't have to apologize. Ooh, top of the 11th. Figures they had to go to extras.
Drive. 0-1.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I get it. Life happens. I'm never going to hold it against anyone for life getting in the way. Oh, Mitchell?
1-2.
He's not here, at least now. He may be here later on.
Get up, ball. Get up, ball.
I don't know. He said he would be in the next stream. That's a base hit up the middle, so Pirates are going to bring it to within 1. It's 4-3. Come on, get it to first. And that's the ball game. So the Phillies hang on for a 4-3 win over the Pirates. They tie the series, and the rubber match is the next game. They want me to eat more. I told them that I would if I wasn't feeling like garbage every day. Just take it easy and try to eat whatever you can. You know, you don't have to force it, but you should try to eat a little more. Your body needs nutrients. It needs food to be able to store energy so that it can get better. Your immune system right now is very weak. So yeah, I get where the doctors are coming from. Dang, 88 speed, he was able to leg out a triple. How did he not score? Wow.
Hard. No balls. 1 strike. No, that's too high. Ball.
There we go. Nice base hit right there. That's going to drive in the run. Break the ice. The Phillies are on the board. It's 1-0. Phil Lee really hasn't shown power in this series. I think he's only had singles. I mean, at least he's getting on base. That's the important thing.
The right fielder, number 6, Connor Griffin.
But I'd like to see more power from him. I mean, after all, if he wants to get that home run record, he's got to hit 7. And of course, the Pirates take the lead. It's 2-1. I'm wondering if maybe all those extra inning games is having an impact on him.
That's a foul ball.
Got him. Of course, he's got to go. They got to go to extras, and of course, they intentionally walk Lee to get to Andujar, right? Yeah, he does. Andujar does have a home run, so still a dangerous hitter, but seems like whenever Lee's on base, he forgets how to hit. Fly ball, left field. Andujar's going to get in front of it. He's going to have to knock it down. They're going to go home. Wow. Okay. Phillies luck out. They give up the lead, but at least they don't lose it. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. That probably cost them the game right there. Ooh, Connor Griffin is now up at the majors for the Pirates. Nice. And that's the ball game. So the Phillies take the final game. They hold on to a 5-4 win. And they kick off the month of September with a win. Nice. Phil Lee went 1 for 4. I told you he only singles. I feel like he didn't do that well in the series. Of course, I wouldn't be able to check that because for some reason the game is getting him confused with Aiden Miller, so we can't see his stats for the series. But we can see it by game. They're seriously not going to show the... Here we go. All right, so yeah. Philly had 2 hits in the first 2 games, and they had the 1, so none of them were for extra base hits. They were all singles. All right, let's see how Phil Lee does against the Angels, a team that Lee is familiar with. Still came back positive. I believe that it takes like a week for it to fully get out of your system. Something like that. I remember when I got it, I had to wait a while. Okay, so then a week. There's nothing you can do about it. You contracted COVID.
Batting third, the right fielder, Phil Lee.
Stay fair. Yes, sir. That's going to the left field corner. Lee is hustling into second. He's going to get in there standing up. No problem. No problem whatsoever. And Duhart's going to fly out there to right field. Trout's under it. He's got it, and that retires the side. And the Angels take a lead, have a lead by the time that Lee comes back up to bat. Going to drive this one out to left field, and that one's going to get out of here. Ring the bell. Phil Lee, his 67th on the year. And that's going to tie it up at 1. Honestly, I'm shocked. That didn't seem like a ball that was going to get out. But it got out. Past the flower garden. Ooh, offline. But it's okay, the runner wasn't going the second. Iron Paris.
One ball, no strike.
Philly's going to drive this one to the right field corner now. He's hitting all the corners.
Now back, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
And base hit up the middle. Alright, see you tomorrow, champ. Sorry you're not feeling too well. But Brandon Marsh coming through, driving in lead to get the further extend the Phillies lead. It's now 4-1. Ooh, 7-1 by the time that lead comes up to bat for a fourth time. Not going to get the 4-for-4 day. That's too bad. Turner did move up, but he did not get the hit. Force. Up and in, slider. We're going to sim it because the Angels have no shot. And that's the ball game. So the Angels, or the Phillies, take the first game against the Angels 10-2. They'll be looking to go for the series win in the next game. There was something about the Phillies locking up the division, but I didn't see it, so I believe that they're going to be able to do it in this series against the Angels, but don't quote me on that. Don't guarantee it, but I do think it's a good possibility. Great effort, Lee, but just not there. .237 hits for Lee.
One ball, two strike.
Leading off for the Angels, the catcher, number 28, Adrian Del Castillo.
Oh boy. That's gone. All Lee can do is just watch it go out of here. So the Angels further extend their lead. Adrian Del Castillo with his 17th home run on the year. It's now 4-0 Angels.
Up next for the Phillies.
This is not looking good. Oh, here. It just showed up. It says here that they can clinch 4th consecutive title, division title with a win. I don't know if they mean in this game or what. But I do know that they won the game on Friday, so... Lupin, how you doing?
Two balls, two strike.
I'm doing all right. Just playing a little Road to the Show, something to kind of keep me busy until MLB The Show 26 comes out. I think I saw 6. Oh, never mind. Yeah, of course. Of course. Just not playing it in MLB The Show 25 anymore because I'm done with all the stuff in Diamond Dynasty. There's nothing left for me to do other than spend stubs to get cards that I don't have. Co-op you're talking about? Yeah, I do co-ops. I let people...
That's the ball.
There's a channel reward for it, but I took it down because, again, I'm done with Diamond Dynasty and MLB The Show 25. So, not playing Diamond Dynasty anymore until MLB The Show 26. Okay. Alright. You'll have to redeem it.
Now back.
Although I will say for the first probably week, I might keep the thing off, the channel reward off, just so that I can build up a team.
He's out.
Miguel Andujar, no freaking... Dude,
Right fielder.
worst signing ever. Dude can't hit. I think the Phillies just, or the game literally looked at him and said, "Ooh, you got an 80 overall, so we should definitely sign you." Would have been better off just re-signing Kyle Schwarber. I get that a lot of money was spent towards Tarek Skubal, but I mean, how could you let Schwarber walk? Especially since his home run is the only reason the Mets or the Phillies actually went to the World Series in 2026.
Runner, runner! Get out of here, get out of here.
Oh, they robbed Lee of a hit. Dang. Top of the ninth, and the score is tied at 6.
Relay, 2-2-2.
Nice leaping catch at the wall, Lee. A walk-off home run. That would be great.
1 ball, no strike.
It's got to be the right pitch.
Here we go. Ball.
They decided not to pitch to Lee. I totally understand. So it's up to Andujar. Base hit, Andujar. Base hit, and Lee can score.
Thank you, mate.
Alright, take the walk. That's fine. Now it's just up to Brandon Marsh, who could also take a walk. It's going to be... He's in a 3-0 count, so he's likely going to get a ball here.
Ball four.
Alright, so now it's up to Alec Boehm, I presume. Base hit, Boehm. Base hit, game over.
Boom.
Of course. Extra innings we go. Gee, this is a stream of extra innings. I mean, there were 2 against the Miami Marlins. There was 1 against the Pittsburgh Pirates, and now there's 1 against the Angels. Lee with a drive out to center field. It's going to land for a base hit. That's going to tie the game. So Lee coming through with an RBI single.
Ball four.
He's going to get to second thanks to Andujar drawing a walk. Marsh is going to lay down a bunt, and he's going to be saved. Oh, wow. Okay. Now something's cooking here. Just get it to the outfield, Boehm. Oh, that's too close. Too close. Lee couldn't do it. Maybe Carson Kelly can. I said get it to the outfield. He did. It just wasn't far enough into the outfield.
He's out.
Yep, he's out.
Oh my god. Sometimes I literally just want to stick forks into my freaking eyes. Well. What's the old phrase? If you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. Well, Lee's not going to be able to do that here, so that's unfortunate.
Leading off for the Phillies, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
Get down, ball, get down.
Piggy bank.
Hey, Bone could hit a home run here, and that'll win the game.
Infield fly rolls
Never
in
mind.
effect.
Kelly could. Kelly could hit a home run. Nope. Instead, he's going to hit a liner to first baseman. And that's the ball game. So the Angels take game 2, despite the Phillies being out front for most of the game. It's frustrating. This is why I don't have high hopes that the Phillies are going to win the World Series. Heck, I'm not even sure they're going to be able to make it to the World Series. Because there's nobody behind Lee that can hit.
Leading off for the Angels, the center fielder, number 7, Joe Adele.
Great effort there to get to that ball before it could get past them.
Strike one.
Lee's going to drive this out to center field. No doubt about it. Ring the bell for Phil Lee. His 68th home run on the year. And that puts the Phillies out front 2-0. Took a little while to get there, but they got there. Oy.
Out.
I mean, it's a fielder's choice, so at least there's that.
Andujar.
Hey, say!
Runner, runner, runner.
Nope, that's low.
He's safe.
15th stolen base on the year for Lee. Let's see if Andujar can drive him in. Nope. He's just going to ground out to the shortstop.
You're out.
Zach Neto. Wait, is that Neto? Maybe that's not. Whatever.
One and two.
Nice catch, Lee. Yeah, better enter. See what's going on.
Adele.
One.
Down ball to the third baseman. Bones got it on the first, and that's the ball game. So the Phillies hold on 2-0 against the Angels to win it. They take the series 2-1. They wrap up the first game or first series of the homestand. And now they're going to host the next team. I forget who it is. Ugh. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. The Pirates, that's right. Oh, wait, they have more. After the Pirates, it's going to be the Mariners, too. And then they're going to be out on the road against the Mets and the White Sox before coming home to finish out the season. Let's see. They clinched it. They clinched the division, so they are officially the NL East champions. They have not clinched the best record in the league yet, although they're well on their way to doing that. I mean, it's a 17-game difference between them and the Dodgers, but hey, not for me to worry about. Oh, every time a hitting streak gets mentioned, that always means trouble for Lee. Oh, they took a hit away from Lee. Wow. Okay. Lee is going to remember that, Reynolds. He's going to remember that.
Relay.
Out on the catch.
Got him. Beautiful. Next time, just stick to the double. Oh, Lou Holtz is dead. Oh, Lou Holtz died. Oh, that's a shame. Lee drives this one to right center field. No doubt about it. That one's second deck gone. Ring the bell for Phil Lee, his 69th on the year. And that gets the Phillies even closer to the Pirates. It's now 3-2. He's only 4 away from tying Barry Bonds. Only 4 away.
Aye. 0-1's the count.
Nice base hit by Lee. Hey, sometimes you got to be in the moment. As much as Lee would love to have the home run record, he's got to remember that guys still win games. Clinch the best record in the National League, so they can be that first seed in the playoffs. Probably shouldn't have advanced, but I mean, it works. Yeah, it didn't matter. All it did was just put a little more pressure on Chandler to get through it.
Now batting, designated hitter, Connor Griffin.
3. Relay 3.
Nice. Got him. Lee with a drive out to right field. Right fielder's there on the warning track. He's got it. And that retires the side. So we're heading to the ninth. It's still 3-2 Pittsburgh. Uh-oh.
He's safe.
Rosario's got so much speed. I mean, maybe Bone can hit a home run. Maybe, possibly. No, he's going to hit a double play and end the game. So that's the ball game. The Pittsburgh Pirates take the first game of the series, 4-2. Despite Lee hitting a home run, just wasn't enough.
Batting third, the right fielder, Phil Lee.
At least the Phillies have a lead, 1-0. Nice jumping catch at the wall. Probably saved that run right there. I mean, Pittsburgh still tied it up, but at least it was they didn't take the lead.
Ball.
Hard contact, but right at the third baseman. Come on, Lee.
The catcher, number 14, Joey Vaughn. Up next for the Phillies,
2-1.
the right fielder,
Of course.
Phil Lee.
Oh, man. Lee with a base hit to center field, so at least he's getting on base.
Now back, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
Out. Got it.
And Miguel Andujar grounds into a double play. What else is freaking new?
Ball. That pitch is out.
Oh, maybe Lee can still beat it out.
He's
Safe. Let's go. An error. Take it. Take it, take it, take it.
Miguel Andujar.
Yeah. Look, I think the Phillies have to admit that they were wrong to to sign Andujar. That's going to be a base hit to center field. Left center field, actually. So Triolo is going to get on. He's going to be up to second with 2 outs. So Estrada, why can you not close out games? That's a deep fly ball. That's a fly ball to left field, and Duhar's under it, and that's the ball game. So the Phillies take game 2. Now they just got to win the final one and beat the Pirates 2 out of 3. All they can do at this point.
The right fielder, Phil
Skeens?
Lee.
Is he number 30? Yeah, I think he is. Yep, he is. Of course he is. And I think... Hold on. It's Christopher Sanchez. Yeah, that's what... I was going to say that I don't think we have Scooble going up against him. As Lee drives this one out to right field. Right fielder's underneath it, though, at the warning track, and he's got it for the final out. Lee gave it a pretty good shot, but
Now batting, the
just
right fielder,
not to be.
Phil Lee.
Counts 1-0. Aye. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
He drives that one out to left field. It's going to get down, up against the wall. And Lee's going to be into second with a double. The runner advances to third. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. But it is Miguel Andujar who is coming up to bat. So he does have a hit. Don't know if it's going to be enough. It will be enough. So Andujar hits where his second baseman. He knocks it down. Lee scores. The runner on third also scores. So Andujar driving in 2. With that base hit. Get to second. Second, quickly. Got him! Now Lee's has a chance here to make it 3-0 if he could get a base hit.
Get down.
Ooh! Third baseman knocks it down. Lee can get there. He's saved! Wow! So Lee hustling it out. That's why I focus on speed. 83 speed right there. That may have been the difference right there. Pop out to second baseman who goes to the outfield grass, but he's got it, and that ends the 5th inning.
Up next for the Phillies, the right fielder, Phil Lee.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Get over a second.
He drives this one out to right center field. Right fielder giving it chase, and he's got it. So Brian Reynolds running it down in the gap. That's the first out of the bottom of the 8th. We're going to sim it here because Soderstrom can't tie the game on his own. So, and that's the ball game. The Phillies take the game 3-1. They take the series 2 out of 3. And they avoid being embarrassed by the Pirates. Phil Lee has a good game, a double and a single, RBIs as well, an RBI. Nope, nothing new. Gonna put it towards plate vision. And maybe with a couple more series, he can upgrade contact and clutch, and then it'll just be down to power. So maybe Lee can get to 99 overall before the season is over. We'll have to wait and see. Nice. All right, so 8 tokens right there. Ooh, the Phillies can cross 100 wins this weekend. Maybe they do it in game 1. Who knows?
Now batting, right fielder, Phil Lee.
Inside ball. Aye!
Mm.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's a ball.
Well, it's not a base hit, but it is going to get the run in, and that will give the Phillies the lead. It's 2-1. So, at the end of the day, a productive out. Oh man, Lee beat it out. He will get another productive out that leads to a run scoring. The shortstop did a good job there of robbing Lee of that base hit. The second baseman's going to get underneath it. He's got it, and that ends the 5th inning. So, but the Phillies tack on. It's 4-1 heading into the bottom of the 8th here. Lee drives this one out to left field. No doubt about it. That's gone. Ring the bell for Phil Lee. His 70th home run on the year. And that's going to put the Phillies further out front. It's 5-1. And Phil Lee gets ever so closer to tying Barry Bonds. Only 3 away now. Got him. Mariners making it interesting. But Canzone is just going to pop up to the catcher. Kelly, he's under it. He's got it, and that's the ball game. Win 100 for the Phillies. As they take the opening game against the Mariners. It's 5-2. Lee's only hit came on that solo shot. But he drove in a lot of runs, so no shortage of RBIs there. The Phillies have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 4th. Lee rob this. Oh, he can't because he messed up. Well, I guess he's got to make up for it. Home run would definitely make up for it. Okay, so much for the home run. Okay, once again. Ooh, but taking it, this time he doesn't try to leap. He's just going to stand on one foot and extend himself. The Mariners do have a 3-1 lead in the bottom of the 7th.
Ball 1. That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Three and 2.
He hits it on the ground and just right at someone. That's unfortunate. Nice catch in foul territory by Lee. That's going to end, retire the side. Lee's going to have one more chance at a base hit here, extend that hitting streak, but I don't know.
One ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Lee drives this one out to left center field. No doubt about it. That one's gone. Ring the bell for Phil Lee. His 71st on the year. And while it may not make a difference in this game, it gets Phil Lee even closer to Barry Bonds, his 71st. Oh, look, they just did the top 10. Yeah. Yeah, I already said this. Cal Raleigh, Juan Soto, Paul Skeens, Francisco Lindor, Ketel Marte, 90 overalls to round out the top 10. Jose Ramirez and Bobby Witt Jr. and Tarek Skubal, 3 for 5 with a 91 overall. In the top 2, no surprise, Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani. And that's the ball game. So the Mariners take game 2 against the Phillies, 6-2. Lee once again with his only hit of the game coming off the solo shot. But he's getting the home runs. That's what's important here. Okay? Errol Elmots. See, I'm not as excited, or my biggest concern is the Ruby Prestige, because that reminds me of the Ruby Diamonds from MLB The Show 20, and I hated how that happened, or you had to get those by playing online. Like, I don't want to play online, or I don't want to be forced to play online to get the best version of my cards. So that I need a little more info on, but it kind of worries me. Oh, so they're not going to be available then for say live series Ohtani or Judge. It's only like, say, the like the Albert Pujols card.
Now batting, right fielder, Phil Lee.
Okay, all right. Well, what they say the mods do? You just put them on a player, and like, is it a game? Is it only for a few games? Is it permanent? Like, can you explain the parallel mods, please? Because I haven't been able to watch the stream.
Leading off with the Mariners, the designated hitter, Josh Bell. Now batting, right fielder, Phil Lee.
Ball. Ball.
And also, did they get rid of Diamond Quests? Because I didn't see that advertised, so I want to know if that's being taken out.
Get out, get out.
Bad decision, yeah. Okay, it is back. All right.
The third baseman, Ben Williamson.
So wait, it could be a certain. I'm confused. Oh, so it's like, and is it permanent, or is it only for a few games? All right, we got the Mets coming up as the Phillies take the series against the Mariners. And look at that. The Phillies clinched the best record in the league. So they are guaranteed to be the number 1 seed in the playoffs. That's awesome. Okay. All right. Wait, Friday? I thought they did this. I thought they did the. I thought the stream was today. The feature was today.
Batting third, the right fielder, Phil Lee.
Oh. Oh, all right. Mets collection gonna be expensive. Lindor and Soto both 90 overalls. They're gonna be expensive.
Hole one's the count. He's out. He's out.
Got him.
You're out.
Now back, right fielder, Phil Lee.
Well, I mean, Soto had a 40-30 year last year, so he's deserving of a 90 overall. Lindor, I mean, he did have another 30-30 year, so at least he's consistently doing that. You know,
Out.
Now back,
I can't explain that myself. Oh, McNeil, you never learn.
Out.
Got him. Never test the arm of Phil Lee.
Phil Lee.
Phil Lee's going to drive this one to left center field. No doubt about it. Ring the bell. Oh, wait. No, they're not at home. Well, doesn't matter. Phil Lee with his 72nd home run. He is so close to Barry Bonds. He is one away from tying the single-season home run record. I mean, I'm sure that he wants to do it at Citizens Bank Park, but I think what would be even sweeter for him doing it at Citi Field,
Number one, second baseman, Jeff
basically mocking the Mets fans. Like, here I have history, and you've got nothing.
Head on the tag.
Now back, right fielder, Juan
Phil Lynn,
Soto.
was his middle name, Crack? Phil Kraken? Or no, it should be... Okay. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. Woo! And that's the ball game right there. I swear, there's a video on YouTube where this guy just reads some of the names, gamer tags that people use their gamer tags, and it's inappropriate. I swear to God, it's the funniest thing ever. Or it's one of the funniest things ever. That's where I got the joke from. So I can't take credit. Ooh, the Mets take a 3-0 lead. Oh boy. Good timing at the PCI on it, but...
Now batting, right fielder, Phil Lee.
As Philly's gonna drive this one to left field. No doubt about it. That one's gone. And that's history right there. Philly has tied the single-season home run record. He has tied Barry Bonds at Citi Field with that home run. 2-run homer brings the Phillies to within 1 against the Mets. It's 3-2, while Phil Lee makes history. Met fans not so happy to see that. But they'll just have to deal with it.
Now batting, the catcher,
Kevin Parada.
Up next for the Mets.
But here's the thing. Can Lee break the record in this at-bat?
Ball, that's low.
Let's see. He hasn't had a two-home run game in a long time. Nope. He's just going to hit a base hit up the middle into center field. Perfect. Wanted a double, but he got a single, so at least there's that. Probably not, no. In fact, I might not even bring Phil Lee back for 26. He may just stay forever in 25. Get back to second. Are you nuts?
Now batting, the right fielder, Long Soto.
Did Soto get a bump in speed? Is he like now at 70 speed? I feel like after swiping 30 bags last year, he's deserving of more than like 55 speed. I guess we can watch, but I don't think Trey Turner is going to hit a home run there. Told you. Although he may beat that out. Yeah, so, okay. Little life here from Trey Turner. Alec Bohm, if he can get a base hit, he'll drive in the runner. And that'll give Lee a chance to tie this game. Wow. or even take the lead if he can find a gap. Edwin Diaz. He has some history against Diaz. All right, Woogie, enjoy your baseball practice. Yep, see you tomorrow. He drives this one out to center field. That's going to land for a base hit. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Lee, get back, get back. Oh, my gosh. Don't know. We definitely have, the Phillies have more than 100 wins. That's for sure. As the Phillies are going to take the lead. McGill hit too hard with a base hit up the middle. Oh my gosh. The Mets have fallen apart here. Now I can see why they went downhill after early on in the season. Fly ball, left field. Left fielder's under it. He's got it. And that's the ball game. So the Phillies come from behind to win it 5-4. Phillies have taken the 2-0 series lead. And now they could sweep the Mets. There we go. There's the record. 103-49. That's the record. And Phil Lee also making history, tying Barry Bonds' single-season home run record, and now looking to break it. Will he break it in this stream? I'm just going to say right now, the minute that he breaks it, the game that he breaks it, regardless of what happens from there, all right, we're going to sim right to the playoffs. The Phillies have already locked up the best record in the NL, so they have the number 1 seed, regardless. Right now, I'm just playing to see if Lee gets home run number 74 on the season. If he does that, then I will sim from there. And we'll start the playoffs for the next stream. Well, that's not going to help Lee. Come on. Eager McBeaver over there.
Soto.
Four nothing Phillies. Holy cow.
1-0.
Okay. Base hit up the middle. Or, well, not up the middle, but base hit past Lindor into left field. So Lee extends his hitting streak to 19. And then Duhar grounds into a double play. What else?
right fielder, Phil Lee.
He wants that home run. He wants to break the record. I think that's why he's being a little eager McBeaver right here. Because he wants that home run record. And there it is! Philly has done it! He is now the sole owner of the most home runs hit in a single season with 74. And that extended the Phillies' lead to 5-0. So there was that too. And look at his teammates coming in to celebrate, congratulate him. See? Steroids you don't need steroids to be able to have records in the MLB. Even the Mets are showing respect to Phil Lee. He's going to give a little curtain call to the Mets fans. And I see a Mets fan there bowing to him like we are not worthy. How about that? Oh my gosh. I wish I could Photoshop that. Juan Soto going to give it a diving effort there, but it's not going to matter. Or he's not going to come up with it. And Lee's going to end up on second. Dodgers blew a 4-1 lead to Mexico. Oh, well. Well, I mean, Dodgers aren't at full strength. They don't have Yamamoto. They don't have Ohtani. They don't have Sasaki. Miguel Andujar is going to drive that one to right field up against the wall, and it's going to bring in Lee. So an RBI double for Andujar. Not done yet. Not done yet. Base hit up the middle for Lee, so make it a 3-for-4 day, I think this is for Lee. That's going to be a strikeout for Andujar, so. Yamamoto is not human. Guess not. Base hit up the middle from Carson Kelly. That's going to drive in one. Here comes the second runner, and it's 10-1 Philadelphia. We're just going to sim, and what a historic game. Philadelphia sweeps the Mets at Citi Field. Phil Lee becomes the all-time single-season home run record holder. Oh, he's going to do a little home run here, or a little interview here. Phil Lee, you just broke the MLB single-season home run record. How you feeling? He feels amazing. He'll never forget this day. His record won and celebrate achievements in all professional sports. Okay, what does it mean to you to yes, means all the hard work he put in is paying off. It's roughly 140 to nice. How are you feeling in that record? Just trying to help the team win. Ooh, what does he want the world to know? Yeah, we'll go with the bottom one. He's very humble. Very, very humble, even though he's a Phillies fan. uh, all right, so Phil Lee ending the day 4 for 5. And now we're just going to sim right to the playoffs.
Welcome back to MLB Tonight. Robert Flores with Carlos Pena and Dan.
No point in going through any other day here. So, hold on. I am going to upgrade Lee, just before the playoffs start, get him ready. And we're just going to sim through. Okay, I guess he can do some batting drills to kind of keep him fresh. But he's on cruise control at this point. He's not worried about anything else. He's got the record, the MVP, the Hank Aaron Award, the batting title. He's good. He's good. $50 Live Series Diamonds. There we go. Do another batting drill. There we go. Oh, one more. Okay, one more. One more, and then Phil Lee is done. He's got his tokens. He's ready to upgrade, be ahead of the playoffs. I didn't think there'd be one more, but kind of forgot there's one at the end of the season, so. Nice. What the heck? Ooh, missed that one, but that's okay. All right, so the Phillies are taking on Atlanta in the NLDS. Wow. I can't see what the standings look like there. I guess we'll see the standings over here. But Atlanta makes their way into the playoffs on the wild card. The Brewers and Reds did the same thing, and the Dodgers won their division. Who got the second seed then? Oh, the Dodgers, of course. All right, and so over on the American League side, Toronto swept Cleveland to advance to the ALDS against Boston, and Baltimore took it in 3 games to advance against Detroit to advance against the Seattle Mariners. And it looks like the Dodgers are going up against Cincinnati in their NLDS matchup, while the Phillies are going up against the Braves. Let's check out those awards. So Philly... Oh, they're not going to... Okay, so Philly won his second MVP award, although Tarek Skubal there gave a pretty good charge at the end there. He 23-4. Wow. That's going to be valuable for the Phillies, Tarek Skubal. Then you got Skubal winning Cy Young, no surprise there. Phillies just swept top 3. Philly takes the batting title for the second year in a row. Jeremiah Estrada was close, but Andrew Salfrank ended up with the Reliever of the Year award. It's the second year in a row that a Cubs reliever has won the award. Moises Ballesteros, he wins Rookie of the Year. Third year in a row a Cubs player has won Rookie of the Year. So the Cubs are going to be good. If they've had 3 Rookie of the Years in a row, that's crazy. Phil Lee won the Hank Aaron Award, no surprise there. Lucas Giolito gets the Gold Glove for pitcher. Gabriel Moreno for catcher. Matt Olson for first base. Tommy Edman for second. Third base goes to Caleb Durbin. Shortstop Ezekiel Tovar. Dane Myers for left field. Pete Crow Armstrong for center field. And I'm guessing it's going to be Fernando Tatis Jr. for right field. Yep. He was just perfect. Can't stop perfection, but Phil Lee was close. Maybe another time, another year. Well, actually, no, because this is the final year that I'm doing this. So, Kyle Schwarber takes home Silver Slugger for DH. Catcher, Francisco Alvarez. First base, Michael Busch. Second base, Ketel Marte. Third base, Austin Riley. Shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Outfield, Phil Lee, Pete Crow Armstrong, and Taylor Ward. So now we're on to the postseason. Hold on, I gotta save the game from here. Make sure we're ready for this. Phil Lee also breaking the record for the home run for home runs in a single season. So. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. So thank you to everyone who tuned in, even if it was only for a moment. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TTV NextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's on the left side of your screen there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. What a season this was for Phil Lee. He breaks the record for the most home runs in a single season. He He gets the batting title, the MVP, the second time he's done it, Silver Slugger. I mean, the kid's young, but he's already had such an impressive career. I mean, it's a surprise that he's not already being considered for the Hall of Fame. So, when we do this tomorrow, the Philadelphia Phillies will take on the Atlanta Braves in the NLDS. Can the Phillies get past the Braves? Will the Braves upset the Phillies in what will be Phil Lee's final year in the show, in this road to the show? You'll have to tune in tomorrow, Thursday, to find out. So I hope to see you all on Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night.